Just a little thing coming through about change. When we change, a lot of us find it easier to move into change than others. And also when we change, other people will look at us differently. Now, for those that are comfortable in themselves and in their journey and their purpose in their life, where they're at, someone else changing doesn't make any difference. And what I'm learning and realising is that people will support you, support us, up until the point that they don't understand the other. It's about that conditional and unconditional love. You get their support until the point that your evolution or the ways that they've known you in shine brighter. And maybe because the people that we're around or in society, there is a general lack mentality that when somebody goes after what they know they deserve and want and have seen, because there was a good quote today, is like we can't have a dream or a vision if it's not already existed, if we've not already manifested it in one of the realms. And so when we start to think outside of this 3D reality, we really do create incredible things for ourselves. And it's weird that the older versions of ourselves are the only ones that are supported, and when we try to move into our greatness, it's met with resistance. Yet when we are on this path, spiritual path, whatever, like, we try to adopt the path of least resistance, but those other people want to put more resistance to our path because our light irritates them, irritates their demons, irritates their darkness. Now, we all have light and dark. Many of us have integrated it or not. We're aware of it or not. And so for me, hell, heaven, they're not places, it's just energy. And so the darker forces work through people around us. And for those that are not conscious of it, then obviously things manifest in the physical through unconscious thought, because thoughts become things. And I don't know, maybe there's a bit of melancholy in me, but also there's this line that thinks, well, I want to be the true mirror to myself, which means I'll be an even truer mirror to people around me, where this version of me, Victoria, is new, and I'm not going back to any version of myself. So those who, I was going to say fail, but I don't really believe in that, those who are uncomfortable with where I'm at right now will only fade away and move into a distant memory for me. I never ever want to leave anybody behind. No man left behind is a thing that I was writing a lot about on Instagram back in the day. Like, I am here as part of a collective, especially with who I'm meant to be speaking to. I know I'm connected to my soul tribe, my soul family, and it's beautiful to feel the reception of genuine love around me. There is excitement to see me or to receive a call from me, and I feel the love and I hear it, and they're like, it's Victoria. And it's the same for me. Like, when I get certain people calling me or texting me, I'm like, I just share that vibration. Whereas with others, my presence seems to be met with a disdain or a resentment, or I'm not meeting certain criteria, or that they have of me, or the version of myself that they once knew isn't recognised anymore because I've outgrown it, and they don't like it. What's funny though is when people start to gossip and start to say things and start to spread shit and talk negatively about us, they actually are giving us power. They empower us in the ether. I'm very highly ranked in the spiritual realms. In the physical, things might physically look different to people, but again, I'm keeping stum about things. But on the ethers, the more people draw attention to someone's name, the more people draw attention to this person having an impact, negative or positive, doesn't matter, it's polarity, it's still balanced. You are only heightening their importance in the realms where the ancestors and deities and intergalactics and whoever we want to connect with reside. So if more people talk about, I'll say me, or say this or that, the spiritual ears start to prick up and think, well, if this person's having X, Y, Z, say this, or having an impact on this person, then maybe we start to observe, maybe let's see what happens in the ethers. And there was a spiritual court, and then obviously there's karmic justice, and they see what goes on behind closed doors when I can't physically see, because obviously I'm psychic, but I'm not a mind reader and I can't see through walls yet. So what they don't realise is that all of this hatred, which I don't like to use the word because it doesn't exist for me, because it's a made up thing, because we're all born out of love and live in love, that they're harbouring these darker emotions that they're harbouring towards someone else. It's just their stuff, firstly, but they're raising my vibration because my power accelerates, because it seems like I'm having power over them and their reality and their mood. So the spirits and the ethers, they think, well, if she's having an impact, or if XYZ is saying, or she's a leader, or she's an empath, or she's, really doing this against me, and they're all listening. And so things come my way via the ethers for my elevation, for my own elevation. So some days that will be for pleasure. Other days it will be challenging. But people don't realise the more attention you give to somebody that you think you don't like, which is all really is just shining a light on you and the parts of yourself that you don't like, you're heightening my ranking. And so it's you people that don't like me. Because I know I have certain spies here, certain women that are connected to men that I might have known in the past, spying or stealing ideas. And that's another thing, is when people steal and copy ideas, which nothing is really left for ours, it's just kind of annoying that people can't be creative enough by themselves, is you're giving me power. That's my energy. Energy never dies. So when I've created something and some other people take it or want to make it their own, one, they can't do that because it came from me. I'm the source of that energy. And two, you steal it and reappropriate it or do whatever you want. That's my energy. It's still growing in the ether. You are helping my ascension. So to all the haters, silent haters who might befriend me, and want to be part of my life now, some I see and some I allow because I see the wounding. This is not a judgment. I'm not better or not. It's just I see things that they don't. Cool, we accept it. This is my new life path. Wow. But you're all giving me power. So the more that I'm irritating you, or the more that you chat shit about me, or the more that, you think I am the problem, I'm the one to blame, I've come in to muck up your life, I've taken your man, I've done this, I'd think again. Because the one true relationship in life is, well, aside from self, is our connection to the divine, is what we speak every day. We are in constant communication. This is the number one relationship. And so if you continue to do things like that, one, you give your power away. Two, you increase the power of the person that you're allowing to have the effect on you. And three, for this personal situation, that I'm explaining to me, you're giving me power. So you're doing the very, very thing, the very opposite thing to your intention, which is us, back in the day was people trying to take me down. So it's weird times, it's weird energy. I would try to focus on ourselves, rather than make me the cause of your problems, or make me out to be someone I'm not, because I know who I am. I'm certainly not here to hurt anybody. Doesn't mean I won't if someone comes at me continually or tries to affect me or my family, and there's a level of self-defense. Doesn't mean I'm not going to take that seriously. I'm not a knob. But, something's come through. Anyway, I lost the tangent, but thank you for giving me more power. I would like for you to learn how to harness that anger and that energy that you're putting towards me in your own way and start to heal at a root chakra level. But at the minute, all you're doing is saying to the spirits and even your ancestors and everyone, they're all taking note of me. So I'm getting more charge from source energy, I'm getting more love from them, more attention from them, and they can see what I'm doing in my life. So all they're doing is, and it's not about me doing everything perfect, no, but I am honourable in my intention. I don't get things right all the time, but my intention is love. You're sending a few people my way to observe. So I think it's time, as we move into the darkness of this northern hemisphere or whatever, is that any lower vibrations that you're harbouring towards anyone, me included, your family, whoever, friends, colleagues, it's time to look at yourself, check yourself. Because you're only enabling that other energy to take hold of something that you're neglecting yourself. You're selling yourself short, and you're putting your destiny in the hands of somebody else. And we don't do that anymore. According to some people I'm sort of listening to, or, you know, hearing from and chatting to, we've ascended to new planes. So if you want to rise in this ascension and not get left behind in the darkness, what's the point in hating anybody else? What's the point in disliking other people? I mean, we don't have to be around energies. We can say, we're not in alignment, I don't ever want to speak to you again, I wish you all the best, goodbye. But harbouring stuff and the non-forgiveness and wanting to blame, you're only going to create issues for yourself emotionally that then manifest in the physical and hurt ourselves. So please take time to rest and to observe the self and to stop focusing on the other as the problem. It's only ourselves that are the problem for anything in our lives.